Yep, that's me. And this is my show. And this is the game we're playing. The PlayStation 2 is running at 480i at a resolution of 720 by 480 at 30 frames per second. Now the Gamecube is running at 480p at a resolution of 720 by 480, and that's around 60 frames per second. The Xbox is actually 1080i, 1920 by 1080, running at around 60 frames per second. Now the PC is, I assume, 1080p because my monitor is 1080p. That resolution is 1920 by 1080, running at around 60 frames per second. Now I don't actually own any software to capture the frames per second for my console games, but what I do have is a list of the properties of the captures that I did record. And each one lists the frames per second, bit rate, and all this other information. Feel free to pause the screen, take a look at the stuff. The Gamecube actually runs on 2 discs. Just wanted to say that. Let's move on with my side-by-side. You get to play as 2 characters from the movie, Niobe and Ghost. I chose Ghost because he's the cool Asian dude. Now right off the bat, you can clearly see that the PlayStation 2 is the worst one, and the Xbox and games for Windows are very comparable. Now, I did have to blow up the PlayStation 2 and Gamecube, but the Xbox and games for Windows are exactly as they were displayed. The Xbox decided to go full screen on their cutscenes instead of adding the black bars. The controls on this game are just terrible, at least on the consoles. Maneuvering your guy is near impossible. You're just going to be moving all over the place, the screen's going to be looking like you're drunk. It's just crazy. Now, if we talk about button layout, it's just all over the place. They didn't expect you to play this game on different consoles. The button layouts are just terrible. An example on the Xbox, to fire your gun, you have to press the white button. That's all the way at the bottom. That's insane, right? But on the Gamecube, fire your weapon, you use the Y button, which is at the top. It's not terrible, but to do the action buttons like opening doors and, climbing fences and all that crap, it's the Z button, and that's just insane. The Z button. To open doors makes much more sense to use B or A, not Z. The PlayStation 2 controller was perfectly laid out. The PC, on the other hand, I found myself pressing E to open doors, and every time I try to open a door, I pull out my guns first and then open the door. So naturally, I assumed that was what you gotta do. But it wasn't until a little later on that I looked at the controls and I found out that F is the button they chose to open doors, climb fences, and it's the button that just interacts with everything. But they shouldn't allow E to work because that really confused me. I can honestly say that I do think that this game was actually developed for PC. It plays the best. Watch me kick these guys' asses. It's like they made the game for PC and then just ported over this crap full of crap to the consoles. Watch me fight the same guards on the consoles. Here it is on the Xbox. The camera's just all over the place. I have no idea where I'm at. It's insane. The Gamecube's not so bad, it's just the camera goes all wonky after I finish the fight. Now on the PlayStation 2, again, the camera's just all over the place. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so lost. The fight takes longer, and yeah, let's just end it right there. Oh god. And then let's not even get started on the running animation they created. It looks so ridiculous. And then while I was playing the Gamecube, this hilarious part happened. I was fighting the guards, and then the security guard shows up, and I'm like having a conversation with him while I'm back kicking the guard behind me. I'm like, hey man, how's your day going? Oh, I'm just kicking this guard's ass. It was just really funny for me. Take a look at this cutscene. 1, you get a great example of the graphics. 2, how 2 cops are completely missing this dude running directly in front of him is beyond me. Because only Neo and the agents can dodge bullets. This dude's just running in a straight line. These bullets are missing him. It's insane. Let's see how long each one takes to load. PC was like way fast, and then the Gamecube was second fastest, which surprises me because I thought the Xbox would win. But the Xbox is third, and then of course you gotta wait forever for the PlayStation 2. I'll keep the timers at the top. I personally find this level completely useless. I basically just sat in the car and just watched her drive because you're not in control of the car. I blew up one cop car that was like ramming the back side of me. I decided just to stop blowing up the cop cars and just see what happens, and sure enough, she took me straight to the end of the level and completed it. Something hilarious did happen on the PC version though. I shot a cop car and it went flying, and it was, I don't know, it was super funny for me. Let's watch that again. Alright guys, well that's my side-by-side. I hope it was informative and enjoyable at the same time. Until next time, take it easy. Let's take a step back and check out this dwarf. The Xbox clearly looks the best, and the Gamecube, well, quite frankly, it looks the worst, but it doesn't look bad. If you're gonna play this game, you're gonna play as Legolas. He's badass. I mean, the bow and arrow is awesome. Combat with Legolas on all three versions is really just about the same.